Hi, Felicia.
Hey, Jeff.
Where in the world are we?
Well, at the moment, we are in Windermere, Florida, home of the Bergenhires. But that is not at all what this video is about. Jeff, tell us what this video is going to be about.
This video is actually about my day trip to the the country of San Marino. You may recall from our very first video, if you watched it, where we were talking to you from the city of Ferrara in Italy, that Felicia wasn't able to stay in Italy as long as I was because I was recovering from eye surgery. If you want more about that whole story, you can go and watch that video. I'll make sure to link it at the end of this one. But since I was able to stay there, I was staying with my daughter who actually lives in Italy. We decided to do a day trip to the country of San Marino. One more to check off the bucket list of places that I had always wanted to visit. Felicia wants to go there as well, but like I said, she had to head home
Not
again.
that time. Next time.
So we drove down there for the day, spent some time in the city, and a little bit after lunch we were exploring one of the castles at the top of the mountain, and my daughter slipped on the stairs and broke her leg all the way through. And we actually had to call the ambulance, which I wasn't quite sure how to do because I was in a foreign country. Thankfully, I figured that out. And one of the guards or entry people from the monument there came over and helped us out. But she had to be carted off to the hospital in San Marino, and I had to go find a car and drive to the hospital and help her out with that whole situation.
The only hospital in the entire country.
Yes.
One hospital in the country.
So I was never actually able to record any kind of talking points or introduction or anything to the video. I did, capture some actual video from around the country, but I was never able to complete it because obviously the most important thing that day was making sure that my daughter was okay with her broken leg. I was hoping to just make it kind of a fun day. There's a lot of beautiful views there and whatnot, and kind of avoid the whole history thing because that's usually Felicia's thing. But since we're having to record this introduction now, guess what?
You're going to get some history on San Marino. It's a good thing I came along, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, seriously. So I'm really sad that I missed the actual trip there. I'm not sad that I missed the whole disruption of the day with everything that happened with the hospital and all those kind of things. And our daughter is doing much better now. Her leg is healed. She's, able to walk on it, do those kind of things. And we're kind of looking at, at this point, assessing the long-term damage to it, if there is any. But anyway, I, love to talk about history, so here we are. So this city/country of San Marino, it's all one, there's only one city, and it is the country, was established in 301 AD or 301 CE, Common Era, during the Roman Empire under Diocletian's rule. A lot of people were being persecuted in Christianity at the time, as we know was happening throughout the Roman Empire. So Saint Marinus, who was a stonemason and lived on an island off the Dalmatian coast, came to Italy in order to help rebuild a wall in the city of Rimini where the pirates had come and destroyed the city. But since Christians were then being persecuted, he decided that he needed to get out of the city and out of the Roman Empire itself. So he came upon a mountain called Monte Titano, which literally translates to Mount Titan, and it is huge, right? It really stands out.
Yeah, as we were driving up, near that area, obviously, to go visit the country, it stood out. We saw it off to the side of the highway, and it was very apparent, where San Marino was. And thankfully, we had some beautiful weather that day, and you'll see here in the upcoming video, you can see all the way out to the coast. It sits up much higher than the surrounding landscape.
So he climbed the mountain and established a monastery in order to avoid persecution by the Roman Empire. That happened in 301, again, CE. And from there, the city was established and the country and the sovereign state was established. So it holds kind of two claims to fame. One is that it's the oldest and continuously running constitutional republic in the world. So it is still a constitutional republic. It was a constitutional republic when it was established in 301. It has never, ever veered away from that. The other is that it is the oldest still in existence and continually through sovereign state in the world as well.
Yeah.
What else?
I think that's about it. There's a lot of, nuances to the history. It's remained independent as much as it could throughout the world wars and whatnot. One thing to mention, it is not part of the EU, but they do use the euro. So if you plan on visiting, you can continue to use euros. And they have an open border with Italy. So if you're able to enter, Italy okay, then you can just drive right into San Marino. There is no airport, there is no railroad. There used to be one that was built, I believe, around the actually before World War II, was destroyed during the war, and they never rebuilt it. So if you're going to visit, you need to take a bus or drive or something along those lines.
But there is a cable car, right, that goes up the mountain?
Actually, the cable car, and we never got a chance to ride it because my daughter's accident is actually at the top of the mountain. It basically brings you the rest of the way up the mountain. You're already in the country. It doesn't come from Italy up to San Marino. But I think that about wraps it up. So without further ado, here's some of the video footage I was able to take. Well, I think that about wraps it up for the short interrupted day that I spent in San Marino. The next time that we're in Italy, I think the two of us will try to visit there and maybe, try to redo this video and make it a little bit better.
But not redo the falling down the stairs and the breaking of the leg.
Yeah, and it's usually Felicia.
It usually is
the one that falls down. I guess maybe because she wasn't there, our daughter,
or
took
genetics
on that role, something like that.
Yeah.
But in the coming weeks, I'm going to have a video about Albania. I spent actually quite a bit of time there after my trip to San Marino, and we might do a couple informational videos, and then we're probably going to try to do some videos from things to do around here in Central Florida where we live before we head out on another European vacation next year. And if you want to make sure to see those videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.